Hello and welcome to Living in Japan Train Travel Part 2. This is an average JR train station in Japan. And here we have a vending machine for discount train tickets. You can find these at almost all train stations. And here is a schedule. Of course, it's north and south from this particular station. Here's just a general quick view of the inside of this station. And up here on the left, you'll see the kiosks, the machines where you buy your tickets. And you can also buy your Icoca card at these as well. And above are the maps and prices for getting to various stations. I'm just walking through, scanning my Icoca card. Very fast, very convenient. And ahead we have the platform number of the train going to the particular station. So anyway, some of them are in Romaji, but a lot of them are in Kanji.
So that was a quick view of an average train station here in Japan. Many of them are that size. A lot of them in larger cities, of course, are much bigger, many more platforms, much more chaotic, but generally they're going to have those basic parts. You're going to have a whole section where you're going to buy your ticket, you're going to have a map above that. Of course, the bigger station will be more complex. And as I mentioned, those discount vending machines are great, especially for longer distances. You really do save some money. At a lot of stations, a whole store, and you can purchase these at. This one actually does have one of those, but I did not get that this time. It's the same idea though. You pick it based on your destination, and usually it has a limitation on the time of day or the day of the week you can travel. But anyway, keep an eye out for those. Very good deals. Also, I wanted to add the best way to schedule your trains. Now, there's obviously a lot in Japanese, but there's also a lot in English. So for you English speakers, there's some really good websites that you can go to plan your trip. And if you're traveling here on vacation, I would do all this in the States where you have access to internet, English stuff, and get it all done in generally. Of course, things may change. Your itinerary may change. You may miss a train or whatever, but at least it gives you a general idea of what you're doing. It'll just make your life easier. So I'm going to post links to these in the sidebar. But for now, there's Hyperdia, which a lot of people have heard of. It is in English. It is not 100% accurate. I have heard of train times being off a little bit. So, take that as a general guideline. And there's Jorudan, and there's an English version of it. I think there's a Japanese as well, but I will post the English sites, and it's a bit more accurate compared to Hyperdia. And then, of course, you can use Google Maps, and you have to, go to google.com. Make sure .com, not .co.jp, but .com will put you into the English version of the maps, and then you type in the station that you're wanting to go to, and type station. So for me, for example, Kusatsu Station to from, and then to Osaka Station. If you don't put the station, sometimes it'll just take you from the actual center of the city, and then you'll have all this confusion of walking to the station or even taking a taxi to the station or whatever, and then station to the other station and then to the city. So put in station in English and it will get you there. And those all these sites will give you the price as well. So that's really cool, especially when you're budgeting a holiday. So those are great. Those are English sites. In Japanese, there's Ekikara, and that's all in Japanese. But that is not necessarily the same as the other ones. The other ones you put in your from station to station, and it gives you the routes and the prices. This one is actually a web version of the printed schedules you'll get in train stations. So it's the size of your screen, so it's much easier to read. You can click on stations to set a starting point. It's very handy. I haven't messed around with it too much because I literally just found out about this a couple days ago. So it's great. So that's in Japanese. And then Also, there's the Yahoo train scheduling, which pretty much everyone here uses. Yahoo is big time in Japan, and their train scheduling is very accurate from what I hear, but it is all in Japanese, and it's one of those where you put the from and to, and then the time you want to travel. So those will be posted in the sidebar. Just a general rule of thumb, if you're budgeting, it's about 20 yen per kilometer of travel. And it will differ, but overall, it's very close to that. So give or take. That'll give you a rough idea of what you're going to be spending and getting to and from these different cities. So anyway, hope that helps, and we'll talk to you soon.